bring in Bharat Pankhania. He's in Bath in the UK for us. He's a senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter. I know that in the UK they've been issuing warnings about the temperatures. I'm not quite sure how bad it is where you are, but what's your advice for people when it does get excessively hot, more than people are certainly used to? What advice would you give them on how to stay safe?
So people at the extremes of age are extremely vulnerable. And by that, I mean very young babies, young children, and of course, the elderly. The key important bits are: don't allow yourself to get dehydrated and don't allow yourself to get hot. So what would you do? Well, in the first instance, avoid the sun at its hottest, i.e. through the midday. Second point, remain hydrated. Third point, of course, wear your hats and things. But more importantly, even when you are in your house, have that house ventilated, but also do simple measures like draw your curtains. So by drawing the curtains, you are stopping the sun from pouring in through your windows. We like the sun. We know we like the sun. In northern latitudes, we love the sun. But in these cases, it's better to draw your curtains and keep your house cool.
Now, as I understand, congratulations, you've just been appointed the Mayor of Bath. So now, as a public official, you have this challenge of trying to take care of people who don't listen to the advice that you've just given. And people will do that, won't they? When the sun comes out, especially in England, people will flock outside and try to absorb as much as they can of it. So what are you going to do to try and protect people from their own instincts?
So what happens in the setup in the UK is the directors of public health. So we have a director of public health in Bath and North East Somerset, and they would be giving exactly the same advice that I have given, plus a few other pointers about how to keep cool, how to keep hydrated, use your sunscreen, avoid the midday sun, and in particular, get people to check into the very elderly and frail, because the elderly and frail people also, their triggers for I am dry, I am thirsty are not so strong. So it's almost like you've got to take your fluids even though you don't feel I am thirsty.
Given that people are going to flock outside to public places, we've seen it happening. Is it a good idea for you, as an official, to try and embrace that and work with people, perhaps set up areas where you're encouraging people to come and then you know where to provide assistance for them?
No, that is also a very good idea in that people will be present in public places, and therefore provision of free drinking water is a very good idea. Similarly, the provision of shade. Of course, the best shade possible is under a tree. And long term, looking forward, we need to plant more trees to create that shade, to create that cooling effect, especially in cities.
Doctor, appreciate your time and your insights. Dr. Bharat Pankhania, who's a senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter and the Mayor of Bath.
Thank you.